Hello, I'm going to show you now how to produce a calculation within Excel to, in this case, calculate a line total. So I'm going to look at using multiplication. Now I would like to, for Apple, on this row, get the quantity of 2, multiply it by the price of 5 to give me my line total. And I'd want to do this in such a way that I could do this for all of the calculations going down that list. So I'd like to know the total for pear, for oranges, for grapes, and also for beer at the bottom. So how this works, what I do, I always click where I would like the answer to be. So if let's say I'm clicked over here, the first step is click to where I would like the answer to be. And then after that, we always start the calculation off by pressing equals on the keyboard. Now following that, all we do, pick the first item just by clicking. And can you see it comes up saying B4? Now it's B4 because I've clicked on that cell and it's within column B and it's on row 4. Now following that, I go and press the star symbol on the keyboard. Now if you're on a normal keyboard and you have a number pad, usually the star symbol is around the number pad itself, along with all the other math symbols. But if you're on a laptop keyboard, usually it is going to be, if you're using a UK keyboard, Shift and the number 8, and that's going to bring the star symbol through for you. And that's the symbol for multiplication. Now following that, I'm going to click just onto this cell here, and can you see that tells me that is C4. So basically this is going to multiply, in this case, the blue box, which is B4, by the red box, which in this case is C4. Now, what I have to do at this point is, I finish the formula off. I do this by pressing enter on the keyboard. But if I just show you what can happen if you don't press enter and you start clicking around, can you see as soon as you click around away from the formula, if you haven't pressed the enter key to finish it off, what it does, it assumes that you are wanting to change the formula. So it changes what it's looking for. So once you're happy, enter on the keyboard, that finishes the formula off, and away you go. Now, if you want to repeat this formula for the rest of the rows in that list, we can click onto the actual calculation there, and towards the bottom right hand corner of the cell, there's a kind of, it's almost like a tiny little blob. Now, this is called the autofill handle. You may hear me refer to this as the blob throughout the course because it's a bit easier to mention that. But how it works, we just go to the blob at the corner, get a different symbol. Can you see it's like a solid black plus rather than a hollow white plus? I then click and hold with my mouse, drag the formula down to the end, and then once I'm happy, let go of my mouse, and then can you see it will fill that formula in. So I'll show you that again. All I do, go over the little blob just here, click and hold with my left mouse button, drag it down to the end, let go. And can you see that has replicated that formula all the way down to the bottom of that list? So that is how to do a simple multiplication in a list using a formula.